Hello, welcome to our second annual clay shoot that is supporting Special Olympics. My name is Stacy Creech. I am a police officer with the Los Angeles Port Police. And I am also a member of the Law Enforcement Torch Run Executive Council. So it is my honor to be here with you guys this morning. I'd like to start off our morning by honoring our country. So if you can all please remove your hats so we can all see your awesome bedhead and wet hair. I know mine's great. We are going to be presenting colors. And this is our Knights of Columbus color guard. So thank you guys for being here. And we'll go ahead with the music.
Colors, hold. Time, march, colors, hold. Now, peace. Present colors. Order. Colors. Right. Peace. Forward. March.
All right, thank you all. Thank you again to our colors. Give them a round of applause, everybody. So again, thank you all for being here this morning. We have many strong champions for Special Olympics with us here today, and we'd like to, you'll hear from some of them, but I'd like to welcome a few of our dignitaries and honorees today. So our honorees for this year's clay shoot are Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department's Reserve Deputy, Steve Moran, and his daughter, Special Olympics athlete, Brittany Moran. She plays some mean bocce ball, so you guys be ready. All right, and our Knights of Columbus, can we please get you guys to get some recognition here? Raise your hand. Thank you. We'll also hear from some of their leadership here in a moment. And then athletes. Do we have any other athletes? All right, and then there's this other guy I know. He happens to be my chief. So there is a little bit of pressure. So Chief Tom Gazy, Los Angeles Port Police. Make sure you leave a good comment card for me, okay? And then our Law Enforcement Torture and Council. Can I have everybody on our council that's here? Raise your hand. So we do also, in addition to that council member, Sergeant Frank Durham with LA School Police. This is why this is all put together so beautifully. We're also going to hear from him for a moment. I'm sorry. And then, last but not least, our Tactical Santa. Where's Tactical Santa? He makes great Christmas cards. Get your picture, shotgun and all. And then, again, thank you to our Knights of Columbus. We're so grateful for the amazing partnership Special Olympics has with Knights of Columbus. The Knights have a long tradition of practicing charity in a spirit of unity, and they demonstrate the practice and love for our athletes at many Special Olympic events by serving in so many ways. This event would not be possible without them and their active involvement in the planning of it, as well as the fact that they will be feeding you lunch. So be nice. So please join me in thanking them for their many years of service and support of Special Olympics. Thank you. Knights of Columbus. So we've honored, excuse me, we are honored to have with us this morning, do we have? Sorry, I want to confirm. Is our state,
No. Assistant.
No.
Who are you looking for?
We have anybody? Okay.
Who are you looking for?
Not you.
Oh. You might.
All right. So we'll skip that part. Sorry. Okay. So law enforcement has a special partnership with Special Olympics Southern California, and with us today, we have our Chief Operations Officer, Laura Mayo, and I'd like to invite her up here to say a few words. Hey, Laura. Thank you for being here.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you guys so much. Whoa, let me break the podium here while I'm standing here. For coming out in this, I guess I want to say dreary, rainy day, but it's also kind of nice. For coming, thanks for Knights of Columbus to come out. We were at fall games, they fed us. We were at several regional games, they fed us. Thank you guys for constantly feeding us. We're so thankful for all you do for us. Thank you to law enforcement, who is a great partner with us. We are thrilled to work together with you guys, our athletes. Appreciate all you do with us. We are happy to be partners with you. Our athletes are happy to be back out in the field doing activities. We just finished our fall season. We had over 600 athletes compete in 5 sports at fall games. We're starting a new sport, which is called floorball, in the next couple weeks, which will be our winter sport. And we're most excited to start our spring season, which will be our traditional season, which we haven't held for 3 years. So it'll be back to the good old days of swimming, athletics, bocce, basketball. I'm sure I'm going to forget something. But there are 6 sports. For some reason, the other ones aren't jumping in my head. But it'll be the traditional season, which will end in summer games at Cal State Long Beach on June 10th and 11th. So we're happy to be back to our traditional season. We look forward to law enforcement coming out in the grand fashion that they usually do and supporting us. We're looking for the Knights to come out and serve our meals and continue our partnerships with all of the great people that work with us. So we're very thankful for all of our partners, and all the money that we raise here is what supports us and keeps us going and providing for our uniforms, our sports equipment, and our facilities. So thank you very much for coming out and for all you do for us. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to circle back to one person that I confirmed was here now. Sorry. So I would like to introduce and call up our current state director, Renee Trevino. Not spelled right on here. That's not my fault. So I am looking for you. My apologies.
I told you who were you looking for.
My bad.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you so much for being here today. You know, Knights of Columbus and Special Olympics go hand in hand. Knights of Columbus and Special Olympics, we've been together since the beginning of Special Olympics. And, you know, today we're here to do a clay shoot and to be part of the torch run part of Special Olympics. And I want to recognize all law enforcement, sworn officers. Raise your hand. Raise your hand, sworn officers. Thank you for what you do in serving our community. And that's what we're talking about here, is service to our community. And service to the Special Olympic athletes. Again, a round of applause for our Special Olympic athletes. You know, if you've never been to a Special Olympics fall games, summer games, I highly encourage you to do that. I was fortunate enough to do the World Games that were held in Los Angeles a couple years ago, and what a moving experience that was for me. It really made it come to my heart as to how special those athletes are and how rewarding it is to serve them. So we're here today, as I'm here to represent, I'm the state deputy for the California Knights of Columbus. I represent almost 80,000 brother knights throughout the state of California. And you know, this year in particular for Special Olympics, if you notice, I'm kind of wearing two hats here today. This hat that I have on, I'm a volunteer with the San Diego Sheriff's Department. And I'm the commander for the Volunteer Honor Guard for the San Diego Sheriff's Department. So that's why I'm wearing this hat, and to represent all the volunteers that support law enforcement throughout. But the other item I want to point to is the shirt that we're wearing today. This year we have an honoree for Special Olympics. And our honoree is Davis Police Officer Natalie Corona, whose end of watch was January 10th, 2019. Natalie is the daughter of a brother knight, past Grand Knight, Merced Corona. And Natalie was just weeks out of the academy. Just weeks out of the academy. And you recognize this picture of her. You all would recognize this picture of Natalie. Just weeks out of the academy, responded to a traffic accident, was the first on scene, and she was ambushed. Someone on a bicycle came up behind her and shot her 9 times. And Natalie died that day. But Natalie's legacy continues. Natalie's legacy continues, and all we wanted you to do is recognize those who gave their life in the service of their communities. So just join me real quick in a moment of silence. Thank you. So again, on behalf of the Knights of Columbus, and by the way, we do more than just feed you. Yeah, that's not the only thing we do. We do a lot of work, a lot of charitable work, but as you well know, we are also very devout Catholics. So just so you know, there's wheelchair drives that we do to help those that need mobility. And we do that around the world. You know, there's a lot of other Coach for Kids is another program that we do. So we highly encourage you, if you are Catholic and you're not a knight yet, come see me. I'll sign you up real quick. It's real easy to do. Or see another brother knight. But again, on behalf of the Knights of Columbus, Special Olympics, and the Torch Run, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you very much.
Okay, on to the next one. I might need somebody to help me out with the timer so this guy stays on track. So we've talked about our special partnership between law enforcement and Special Olympics. So I want to direct your attention to the screens above here. We're going to play a short video. It's called Game Changers. This was a video that ESPN did, and it's the law enforcement torch run and how everything got started, and our quote-unquote founding father for for the law enforcement torch run. So please enjoy this short video.
For nearly 40 years, members of law enforcement have been some of the biggest supporters of Special Olympics. As members of the Law Enforcement Torch Run, also known as LECR. The Law Enforcement Torch Run is a worldwide movement that supports Special Olympics. Not only can we raise funds for Special Olympics, we can also include them and bring them in being a part of the community. As guardians of the flame, carrying the torch to all Special Olympics local, national, and world games. Those in law enforcement are supporting those with intellectual disabilities.
It's an honor that we are the guardians of events like that torch run really culminates the importance of the event.
To share experience, it's never about one person, it's about all of us together. We are better together than we are individually.
As we go from towns to cities, this is the final goal. This is acceptance and inclusion of everyone.
It all began here in 1978, when Wichita Police Chief Richard Lemonier was invited to a Special Olympics Kansas event.
I walk up to give just gold medal to this
Maybe a commercial? I'm so sorry, guys.
We might have to do a reenactment.
We'll try it for lunch.
Okay, if that doesn't come back up, I'm sorry about that. This is actually a really great noise. Bring out the tissues. It's a really touching video. We'll get that going again during lunch, unless it's happening now. Okay. Or not. All right, we'll try it again for lunch. Sorry about that. I apologize. This is an absolutely great video, but we'll get this working again. I wanted to introduce our law enforcement torch run assistant state director, Erwin Rosenberg, to step on up. He's going to join us for just a couple minutes here. Just a couple minutes.
I hope you guys brought your sleeping bags. No, I'm just kidding. First and foremost, thank you. We're so glad to see all of you out here. I mean, this is incredible. There's almost 100 people here. It's raining, and it just demonstrates your commitment to what we're trying to do out here, which is most important. It's about our athletes, right? It's about Brittany, it's about Gerardo, it's about Michael. And in fact, I want to recognize both Michael and Gerardo because the last 2 years they were recognized as Athletes of the Year by the Law Enforcement Torch Run International. So let's get them to stand up again, give them big recognition. Right? And that's because not only are they athletes, but their commitment to working in partnership with us as law enforcement. Michael's on our executive council as a member representing athletes for Law Enforcement Torch Run Special Olympics with our council here in Southern California. And Gerardo, I don't know that there's an event he's not at. We had a tip a cop locally, there's Gerardo. We had a torch run, he was right out ahead of all the officers. I mean, that man, he's amazing, so we're just so lucky. I want to also recognize Frank Durham for the incredible job he's done out here today as the event hero. Let's give him a big hand, right? You know, we have a chief here today, and I know he was introduced, but I got to tell you, as part of being a member of a command staff, how important it is to have chiefs get behind what we're doing out here, because it's hard to do it if it doesn't start at the top. It has to be modeled. So again, I want to thank Tom for being out here, Chief Gossi for being out here from Port Police. I think he's still over there. He's getting ready to shoot, but let's give him another big hand because I don't see any other chiefs out here. You know, what you were seeing in the video I think is important. One person or a group of people can make a difference. That man right there whose picture's frozen on there, he and a group of 6 people, 1 woman and 6 other officers, 7, made this possible. They made this possible. Their first year that they decided to run, they raised about $306. Fast forward today, across and around the world, we're approaching and probably will next year exceed, after 41 years as law enforcement, that's us here in this room and all of us that are supporting this, $1 billion. $1 billion. So you can make a difference. I want to thank Stacy for all the hard work she does, and she is like a go-getter on our council. Our staff, the staff at Special Olympics, our partners, our brothers and sisters, Luke, Edgar, Laura. Can you guys stand again? We need to give them some great. Andrea's here. Andrea, thank you for all you do. You know, Special Olympics here in Southern California, since we've been involved, we've raised over $21 million. $21 million. Best kept secret around, as far as my opinion, of community policing and our commitment to making a difference. So I want to give you guys all a hand. So give yourselves a hand that are participating in this. And I just want to again reflect on the fact that this is about the athletes. It's not just about, but what's most important is we raise money to be able to make sure our athletes and their families and all those that support them can participate in these great programs at no cost, and that they can go out there and work to try to win, and if they don't win, do their best at the attempt, as their motto says. But for us to provide hope, for us to ensure respect for people with disabilities, intellectual disabilities, and for us to raise awareness, because they're people first. And that's what we do. And if you haven't been to a medal presentation, if you have not gone to a medal presentation, I urge you, or if you know of another person in law enforcement who hasn't, I urge you to take them as your guest and get them to just one medal presentation. You go to one and you're hooked. I'm telling you, you're hooked. Bring some tissue. Guaranteed. I have seen, and I've heard Chief Lemonnier talk about it, and this is what sold Eunice Shriver Kennedy on it when they first went to their first Olympic Games and law enforcement participating. Someone looked, and it was a governor in that case. No, I don't want to stand with the governor. I want that officer over there to put my medal on me. That's what the athletes look forward to at every games. And when we don't show up, they're so disappointed. So I urge you, any chance you get, or you know someone who hasn't gone to a game, go to a game. And again, I just want to thank all of you for being out here, because again, it's about the athletes. On behalf of our director, Blake Chow, the CEO of Special Olympics right now, our interim director, great guy, Bill Schumart, I'm sure he'd be out here, and all of our council, and we have so many here today, thank you for supporting this, and great job, Frank. We really appreciate you.
All right, thank you so much. Okay. So what we do because we love it. We do it in support of our athletes. So with us here today is one of my LATR council colleagues and friend. Our global messenger is an all-around great guy. We love having him at all our conferences and meetings and events. Please welcome our one and only Michael Leon.
Thank you, Stacy. On behalf of myself and my fellow athletes, I'd like to welcome everyone who has come to support Special Olympics Southern California and the law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics. Thank you for being here today. My name is Mike Leon, and I'm an athlete, global messenger, and athlete representative for the law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics SoCal, where I've had the honor to continue to have great relationships with many law enforcement officers. Over the years, I have been able to get to know officers while we talk about our lives and our desire to strengthen the relationship between Special Olympics and the law enforcement community. That is one of the reasons why we're here today. Before every competition, our athletes recite the athlete oath. I'd like to do that here with all of you. Please repeat after me. Let me win.
Let me win.
But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt.
Let me be brave in the attempt.
Thank you. Now I'd like to welcome my friend and our event chair at Los Angeles School Police Department Sergeant Frank Durham.
Well, good morning, everybody.
Wow, that is really weak. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. There we go, a little better. Yeah, yeah, that's another funny joke. But my name is Frank Durham. I'm a sergeant with the LA School Police. I'm the event chair for the clay shoot. The clay shoot has been an absolute labor of love for now 2 years. It just started with a phone call, really, between Luke and myself. Hey, we had this event that we had scheduled. It fell through. We were supposed to do a clay shoot. Do you think you can try to put one on? Sure. This was August of that year. And hey, what about December? Okay, sure. And luckily, we had some partners in place, like More and More Sporting Clays, who was absolutely on board. They signed up right away to give us this beautiful venue. And once you guys are on the course, you'll see it's really a wonderful location to do this. And so we were able to get a committee together between the Knights and Law Enforcement Torch Run, and we were able to do it. And now this year is going to be even better than last year. Can I get hands raised for who's on the committee for the clay shoot? Can you give everybody a big round of applause for that? This is absolutely a year-long effort to do this. This does not happen in a few days. This is months and months and months of planning, preparation, and with that, we have a lot of partners to thank. So Knights of Columbus first are one of our most generous sponsors this year. Target Sports USA, you guys will see their banners up throughout the course. They are one of the major ammunition donators for this whole shoot for this year, which is amazing, right? It's not, I don't know if anybody here who does shoot, trying to find ammunition sometimes right now is a challenge, right? And they stepped up big and were able to be a sponsor for that. Also, Stars and Stripes Ammunition as well was another supporter for ammunition this year. Sam's Club. Sam's Club is a great sponsor this year, donating. Starbucks. I don't know if you guys got coffee in the back, and you will see the volunteers as well. Big thank you to Starbucks for all their support. We really appreciate it. 511. 511 isn't here today, but they were a big supporter with their marketing team.
I saved your life.
Yeah, wow.
Good.
Hey, Chief, can we get a life-saving award for Stacy, please? Thank you. And then Angela's Armory as well. Nabil and Derek, where are you guys at? There you go, right there. They're and I'll plug them. If you need anything, please stop by the store on a different day because it's closed today. But the gun store here at the range is top notch, and they're also a great FFL as well. If you need anything, like if you maybe contact Target Sports USA, get some ammunition dropped off right there, they can help you out. All right. So the way the event's going to go, so once we close up for the opening ceremonies, we'll have you guys go to your cars. If you guys want to take some photos initially first, I think this is a great backdrop with Tactical Santa. Not, you guys do what you want to do. But Tactical Santa will be here because Santa doesn't like the rain, so he's not going to be up on the course hanging out with you guys. He'll be down here for you guys to be able to take pictures. So take full advantage of that. Use the shotgun shells. I think those are pretty cool. LAX ammo. That's also another great little sponsor is LAX ammo. They provided some of these items for us today. So we'll let you guys go to your cars, recover your shotguns. Obviously, action's open. If it's over under, action open. If it's a semi-auto or a action locks in the rear. You guys should already have your stations designated in terms of your teams, and if not, the registration table can get you which station you're going to start at. The way it'll go, it's going to be, pardon the pun, a shotgun format. So you'll be designated a station. It'll just go counterclockwise, okay? And you'll shoot the entire course. Okay, once we're done shooting the course, we'll come back here. Lunch will be provided, and then we will then, during that time, have our awards for the top 3 teams, and then overall shooter, as well as our honorees. Yes, and then after that will be our raffle, and the raffle will be all set up for you guys once you guys get back here. If the rain stops, which I'm hoping it will, so maybe you guys can do maybe the Knights can do some extra prayers for rain stoppage. I don't know. There's 80,000 of you. Can you guys get on this? Anyways. We're going to have athletes here. Hopefully, we have some already, but we're gonna hopefully get a few more. We're gonna have cornhole set up over here on the side, and so please take advantage of that. Play with the athletes, get to know the athletes. They want to be here. They want to get to know you. Okay, so we really want this to be interactive. On your score sheets, who shot this last year? So on your score sheets, you're going to have some questionnaire on the back. On the course, we have athlete profiles that have questions and answers that you can fill out. You fill that on the score sheet. If you turn that in, we have a special raffle prize just for that. If you answer all the questions for the athlete profile, you can get entered for a special knife that's custom just for the event. All right, I think that about does it. If you guys have any questions or why not, hit me up afterwards. I will be happy to answer. Oh.
Just want to make sure that everybody has checked in and everybody has signed in at the waiver station. So you can do that when you go out to the cars to get there. Because we still had a couple folks that are registered that didn't sign in, and I don't want to miss you. So if you snuck in the back door or something along those lines, come see me over at the registration table. And we also have some last minute raffle tickets too.
Yeah, don't miss the raffle, guys. The raffle is it's amazing. You guys will see once you guys get back here, but it's really neat. We have 2 shotguns that are going to be involved in the raffle. We have a raffle, we have silent auction, and we'll have live auction as well. So we're going to have all 3 components for today, as well as we created a challenge coin just for this event. And so if you guys, we have a limited number. They're going to be available at the registration table. They're $10 a piece. All right, and they have the athlete oath on the back with the LATR, the Knights of Columbus logo, and then this is the logo for the actual event. So if you guys want to check them out, they'll be at the registration table. Okay, so just for $10 a piece, and then obviously everything, just like everything else, goes directly to Special Olympics. All right. Okay, so now if you guys could direct your attention behind, we're going to bring the Flame of Hope in, just like we do for every LATR event. Okay, the flame's going to come right through the center aisle here, so please keep the eye clear. It's going to be our honoree, Brittany Moran, and the chief from LA Port Police.
All right, so you all saw this flame of torch carrying this flame of hope today. We do have the help, as Frank said, of my chief here, Chief Tom Gazy from the LA Port Police, and our honoree, Brittany Moran. They were selected for this opportunity here due to their longstanding commitment and support of Special Olympics. So thank you so much, Chief and Brittany. Now that the torch has arrived, let's shoot, right? All right, like they said, if you have not registered, if there's anything you're still waiting for at the registration table, please take care of that before bringing your rifles up.
Perfect. Get in there, Dad. Get in there, Dad.
Dad, get in there too now.
Yep. Get right behind you. There you go. There you go. Beautiful.
Bocce, basketball, softball, soccer. So I'm everywhere.
Good for you. Awesome. Last call for pictures. Oh, you got it. Yeah.
I started it.
I had a couple of brothers show up. I haven't seen them here.
That is a good one right there.
All right.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Hey,
Really good
Good job, Brittany.
well done, Brittany.
I hope that for an hour.
You're an old pro at this, aren't you?
Got it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks for letting me do this with you. Oh, what a privilege. What a privilege.
Nice job. You did a great job. Yeah. Good job. Okay. Welcome back. It's heavy, huh?
Oh, did you get
I don't realize how heavy it is.
I just want to make sure we can.
Good job. Way to go, Brady.
Can you take the pictures? What?
Right. Good work. Yeah, it's a little cold out here, huh? A little rainy. But we won't melt. Good job, buddy.
Let's start playing.
Wow. It's great. It's great. What did we do?